Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca is a paved road racing track in Central California used for both auto racing and motorcycle racing. Built in 1957 near both Salinas and Monterey, California, United States. The racetrack is 2.238 miles long, with a 180 feet elevation change. Its 11 turns are highlighted by the circuit's signature turn, the downhill-plunging Corkscrew, at turns 8 and 8A. A variety of racing, exhibition, and entertainment events are held at the raceway, ranging from superkarts to sports car racing to music festivals. The name Laguna Seca is Spanish for dry lake. The area where the track now lies was once a lake, and the course was built around the dry lake bed. After the course was reconfigured, 2 artificial ponds were added. History. The earliest development of the local area occurred in 1867 with the founding of the nearby Laguna Seca Ranch, which has operated continuously for 140 years with grazing and equestrian uses. The track was built in 1957 at a cost of $1.5 million raised from local businesses and individuals on part of the U.S. Army's Fort Ord after the nearby Pebble Beach road races were abandoned for being too dangerous. Since 1974, the property was deeded over to the Monterey County Parks Department and continues to be part of the park system. The first race, held on November 9, 1957, was won by Pete Lovely driving a Ferrari. In the intervening years, the track has hosted USRC, Can-Am, Trans Am, Formula 5000, IMSA GT, Kart, American Le Mans Series, Grand American, Monterey Historic Automobile Races, Speed World Challenge, AMA, WSBK Superbike World Championship and Motage motorcycle races. The day-to-day operations of the track, along with the management and promotion of major racing events, are handled by the Sports Car Racing Association of the Monterey Peninsula, a non-profit organization, with oversight by a board of local residents. SCRAMP operates with a professional staff on site with the goal of generating income through the operations of the racetrack, which is then redistributed to local charities. The track itself has undergone significant changes over the past 2 decades to meet evolving safety homologation requirements of the Fédération Internationale de Motocyclisme, Fédération Internationale de l'Automobile and other sanctioning bodies. Changes include the addition of the entire infield area in 1988, extending the track from its original 1.9-mile length to meet the minimum track length criteria of the FIM for motorage events, plus the more recent relocation of pedestrian bridges and embankments, and the expansion of gravel pits outside turns 1, 2, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 for additional runoff. The original media center was demolished in 2006 to make way for additional runoff room in turn 1. Also in 2006, the hump at the top of the Rattle Straight was flattened to accommodate the motage riders, though some claim that this increases the wind effects that can perturb a race motorcycle. Remnants of the old configuration can still be seen from the parking lot between turns 2 and 5. They are found underneath a road leading to the parking area for entrant trailers and RVs. The famous turn 8 and 8A combination, popularly referred to as the Corkscrew, is considered one of the motorsport world's most challenging turns, due to the drop in elevation as well as its blind crest and apex on the uphill approach. Turn 2, with its difficult and technical double apex, has been renamed the Andretti hairpin. in honor of former Formula One world champion Mario Andretti, while Turn 9 has been renamed Rainy Curve in honor of 500cc Grand Prix motorcycle racing world champion Wayne Rainey, a resident of nearby Salinas, California. Also, the straight that runs between Turn 6 and Turn 7 has been renamed the Rattle Straight after four-time consecutive Champ Car race winner Bobby Rattle. A Champ Car World Series weekend had been a prominent event from 1983 through 2004, when its spot on the calendar was shifted to the San Jose Grand Prix. On the last lap of the 1996 kart race, Alex Zanardi passed Brian Herter on the inside of the Corkscrew to take the victory. Uruguayan driver Gonzalo Rodriguez died during the practice session of the 1999 kart race after crashing at the same corner. Because of the incident, runoff was installed at the end of the Rattle Straight. Champ Car announced on September 11, 2007 that they would be returning the Northern California race to Laguna Seca from San Jose of the May 16 to 18 weekend in 2008. But the subsequent merger of Champ Car and IndyCar resulted in the race being cancelled. The track is also the site of the annual Rolex Monterey Motorsports Reunion, formerly known as the Monterey Historic Automobile Racers event, sponsored every August by Rolex, that sees an extraordinarily eclectic mixture of race cars on the course. Each year features a different marque. Considered one of the two greatest historic racing events, attendance often rivals or surpasses the professional racing events listed above. There are many permanent dry and hook-up camping facilities located at the raceway, which are available year-round as part of the Laguna Seca Recreation Area, the county park in which the racetrack is set. The track's primary corporate sponsor is Mazda, who hold some of their own events there and display the products at major racing events. As part of the sponsorship, the track is now officially referred to as Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca. A study by California State University, Monterey Bay and commissioned by SCRAMP states that the raceway generates $62.1 million to the Monterey County economy and $5.2 million in state and local taxes. Racing major events each year include the U.S. Sports Car Invitational featuring the Grand American Rolex Sports Car Series, Monterey Sports Car Championships featuring a 6-hour endurance race for the arms, Monterey Historics for classic race cars, and the Red Bull U.S. Grand Prix featuring both the Motage World Championship and the U.S.AMA Superbike Series. In 2006, the A1 Grand Prix brought international open-wheel racing back to Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca. Formula One. In 1989, the year following the last Formula One race in Detroit, choices for a new location for the United States Grand Prix came down to Laguna Seca and Phoenix. The aforementioned 1988 improvements to the track were made in part to lure the F1 race. In the final decision, Laguna Seca was thought to be too remote and too small for an F1 crowd, and so Phoenix was granted the Grand Prix lap records. On August 20, 2006, Toyota F1 test driver Ricardo Zonta set an unofficial lap record of 1:06.039. The previous record time was 1:07.722, set by Helio Castroneves in a Penske Champ Car during qualifying for the 2000 kart Honda Grand Prix of Monterey. The unofficial record was retaken by a champ car on March 10, 2007 by Sebastian Bourdais, who lapped in 1:05.88 during champ car spring training. The unofficial record was again retaken by a Formula One car on May 19, 2012 by Marc Genet, who lapped in 1:05.786 in a Ferrari F2003 GA during the 2012 Ferrari racing days. Officially, Castroneves is still the record holder as the times of Zonta, Bourdais and Genet were set during exhibition and testing sessions, and official records can only be set in race conditions. At the 2008 Monterey Sports Car Championships, David Brabham set a pole position time of 1:10.103 in a Le Mans prototype. The fastest lap at the 2006 A1 GP race was 1:17.951, set by Nicolas Lapierre. At the 2012 United States Motorcycle Grand Prix, George Lorenzo set a pole time of 1:20.554 on the Yamaha. During the 2014 Superbike World Championship season, Tom Sykes set a time of 1:21.811 on the Kawasaki. The 2016 Dodge Viper ACR holds the current production car lap record with 1 minute 28 seconds and 65 milliseconds. The Porsche 918 Spyder holds the previous production car lap record with 1 minute 29 seconds and 89 milliseconds. Other use. Automotive. When not being used by the major events, the track can be rented. Approximately twice a year, the Sports Car Club of America holds regional club races for the San Francisco region. Various clubs rent the track throughout the year for informal high-performance driving schools that allow the public to drive their own cars at speed. The raceway has also played host to prototype testing of the Nissan GT-R in 2007. The track is featured in video games such as the Gran Turismo series, Forza Motorsport, and the Motage series. In a bid to compare real life versus video games, Jeremy Clarkson of the British automotive show Top Gear attempted to beat his Gran Turismo time of 1:41.148 in a Honda NSX by racing the real track in the same car in 2005. During the trials, Clarkson determined that the game omitted a few details of the track, and the game's physics allowed him to brake later when coming into turns than he could in real life. As a consequence, reality prevailed and he managed a best time of only 1:57 on the real course. However, both he and the track instructor agreed that it is possible to complete the course in 1:41 in a Honda NSX if the driver were sufficiently experienced, talented, and most importantly fearless. It was also used in 1975 for the film Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo as a qualifying track. Laguna Seca is home to a branch of the Skip Barber Racing School, which conducts race and street driver training in the paddock area and on the circuit itself on a year-round basis. Other non-automotive events. Laguna Seca and the part of the old Fort Hood that is now Bureau of Land Management land annually host the Seattle Classic celebration of cycling. As the first major event of the year, typically held in April, it kicks off both the road bike and mountain bike seasons. Several times each year, bicycles are permitted on the track for 2 hours. The admission fee is $10 per bicycle rider. On September 17, 1987, Pope John Paul II celebrated Mass at Laguna Seca Raceway, where 72,000 people had gathered to see him. On June 24, 2011, John Mueller of Muellerized Suspension Systems married Sheila Stone on the top of the Corkscrew at Laguna Seca. This is the location where the ashes of Lee Mueller Mueller, John Mueller's father, were spread. Races. Major events: Monterey Sports Car Championships, 1957-present, SCCA Nationals, USRRC, IMSA GT, American Le Mans Series, United Sports Car Championship, United States Motorcycle Grand Prix, 1988 to 1991, 1993, 1994, 2005 to 2013, Motage, Superbike World Championship, 1995 to 2004, 2013 present, Monterey Grand Prix, 1960 to 2004, USAC Road Racing Championship, Can-Am, Formula 5000 IMSA Kart, Marlboro Challenge, 1989, 1991 Kart. Other events: